Hello students, welcome back to the video on the module 5 of our subject electronic devices. So in the previous module videos we have discussed about the various processing techniques, that is various IC fabrication processing techniques like photolithography, ion implantation, diffusion, thermal oxidation, etc. So here in this video we will be discussing the last two topic of the fabrication process, that is what is meant by etching and metallization. So in the previous video in photolithography we have discussed a little bit about the etching. So what is meant by etching? Etching is nothing but simply removing the unwanted material from the surface to form a required pattern. That is, when I have a wafer which is coated with a silicon dioxide, I need a certain part of it to be open. That is, it should be open such that I can make a diffusion or I can make an ion implantation process so that I can change the electrical property of the material. That is, on the top of my any wafer, I have to do a cleaning process. I want to remove some unwanted. The unwanted can be either the silicon dioxide material or it can be in photoresist. So to remove this, there are two types of etching is there. One is called as wet etching and the other one is called as plasma etching. So what is wet etching? Wet etching is nothing but the removal of the unwanted thing in my wafer surface by means of the liquid chemicals. So the liquid chemicals, when my wafer is dropped into the liquid chemicals, so it may result in the removal of the material which is soluble in it. So plasma etching is otherwise called as dry etching. So here the etching process or the cleaning process is done by exposing the material by the bombardment of ions which is present in the plasma. So we will see what is meant by wet etching. So wet etching is nothing but, in this diagram we can see that we have an solution. Okay, this is a solution of some chemical when my material or my wafer, when it is dropped into this, when it is exposed to the etchants. Okay, so this is called as the etchants, the solution. So now what happens is, since this is coated and all the surfaces are protected, the part which is exposed is this part. So this part alone, it will be cleaned or it will be etched. So the unwanted content so will be removed. That is, there will be a reactance which will react on this part, and because of that, this part will be removed and it will be coming out as the product. So here this is an isotropic process. That is, here we can see that this is a masking layer. This masking layer is obtained using photolithography process. That is, this part will become hardened and only this will be softened. So when I use some etchants like potassium hydroxide or hydrogen fluoride or boron fluoride, so this will erode or it will remove the material which is present here, and parallelly this can also remove the silicon dioxide material which is present beneath this masking layer. Since it is an isotropic process, so it will be done on all the sides. That is, it will be uniform throughout the all the directions, and hence the doping or the etching process will be like this. So, since to overcome the unwanted etching, we will be going for the plasma etching. So, plasma etching is otherwise called as dry etching. So, this is the easiest way, and also it gives me more precise value or more precise etching process. So, the setup is shown here. I will be having a plasma. Plasma is nothing but it is a gaseous state, ions present in the gaseous state. My wafers will be present here and the electrodes are here. Now, whichever gas I want to enter or whichever I want to give it as an inlet, I have to pass the gas here and make the temperature increased because of these electrodes, and then the plasma will be reacting with the wafers to give me the etching. It will do the etching process and the unwanted gases can be collected out. That is, etching is nothing but due to the ions which is present in the plasma. So now What is meant by a plasma? Plasma is nothing but, as I have told you, is an ionized gas. So there will be large number of electrons, okay, that will be free to move, and the cations and electrons will be there, which will be free to move, and hence it can easily conduct electricity, and also it can produce the magnetic field. So it is not the electrons which is present around the orbit. Those electrons will be free to move, and when it is given to a high temperature, or when it is exposed to a high heat, this plasma will, the ions which is present in the plasma will bombard with the wafer surface, and it will remove the unwanted areas. So here in plasma etching, it eliminates some of the disadvantages of the wet etching, like it eliminates the handling of dangerous acids and solvents. In wet etching, there will be a problem of unwanted or handling of acids which will be harmful. Also, here it is anisotropic, so it is directional, and we will be having an correct doping profile, or sorry, correct etching process will be done. It is high resolution, and also it is a cleanliness process. So we can better control the process in dry etching compared to the wet etching. So the next one is metallization. So metallization is the final step in the wafer fabrication sequence. So here it is nothing but you are coating the surface by means of a metal. So normally aluminum is used as an metallization process. So a thin film of aluminum will be coated on the surface, and we can say that aluminum is the third major ingredient after silicon and silicon dioxide. So metallization is nothing but to make a contact with the outside world, we need aluminum. So along with aluminum, titanium, platinum, gold, and cuprum is also used. But aluminum is preferable when compared to the other material, because it has an easy reactivity with the silicon material. Also, then the other non-metallic material we used popularly is like polysilicon, which is used for the gate of the MOSFET. So what is metallization? So metallization can be done either with chemical vapor deposition process, similar to chemical vapor deposition process, which we have discussed already, or using the aluminum, sputtering process. So what is meant sputtering process? So in this setup, you can see that the wafer which should be coated is placed here horizontally below the sputtering target. So the sputter target is nothing but the aluminium. Now the sputtering gas is nothing but the argon. So here what happens is, when the argon with very high energy, almost 1 to 3 kilo electron volt, is passed through this sputtering gas, when it passes into the system, it will dislodge, or it will remove the aluminium atoms here in from the target, and which will result in deposition, which will get deposited on the silicon wafer surface, which is kept at the close proximity. So here what happens is, these argon gases which is coming inside will react with the aluminum material, which will remove the aluminum atoms from the setup, and it will make it to fall on the silicon wafer, and those aluminum atoms will be forming a layer on this, which is nothing but the aluminum coating. So here the pressure, chamber pressure will be kept very low, so that the mean free path of the ejected aluminum atom is long when compared to the target to wafer separation. So in this diagram we can see that the organs, when it organ material, when it is incoming here, it hit the aluminium, and it will release the aluminium from the target. So there will be momentum transfer, and because of this, metallization process will be happening. So here in this video we have discussed about the last two process of the fabrication technique. One is the metallization, and another one is called as the etching. So this completes the topics on the fabrication process. So the next topic, we will be in the next video, we will be discussing about what is meant by integrated circuit, and how it got evolved, and what are its advantages. Thank you.